Wow, can you believe it? We are more than halfway to Halloween. We have a great show for you today, so let's talk deals. Buy one piece, you're going to get 5% off. 2 pieces, you get 10% off. 3 pieces, any 3 pieces, 15% off. 4 pieces, 20% off. 5 or more pieces, 25% off. Everything showcased today. That includes elves, pumpkins, North Pole elves, fairies, skeletons, and even those magnificent witches. So remember, buy 1 piece, 5% off. 2 pieces, 10% off. 3 pieces, 15% off. 4 pieces, 20% off. 5 pieces or more, 25% off everything except the new crow collection, which are these crows. They're pre-made pieces that we have made in the warehouse. We're actually still making them, and they are actually for next week's show, but we've decided to show them first here, a sneak peek. These will not be a part of any discounts today. However, good news, everything is site-wide except for 2024. These are considered 2024. So everything, 2023, 22, 21, whatever you find on there, site-wide, any season, any holiday, is 5 to 25% off, depending on how many pieces you get. So we're going to make it fun for you. We're only going to focus on Halloween, though, today. So last bit of housekeeping, the retailers have, that are participating today, they have the Mark Roberts gift bag, which is great, magnificent for Halloween, for fall, beautiful. And there's 3 sizes in this, and so they will be including these with your orders that you get today, which is really going to go through the long weekend because we're at Memorial Day weekend. So let's get started. We have first, told you there's going to be pumpkins and elves and all these other fun things. First things first is this elegant pumpkin. It's about 8 inches this way and 7 inches tall. What is so cool about them is you can sit your little pieces on them, whatever they might be, and make your own centerpiece. And that's basically what we did with the crow. We added floral. We actually took a knife and cut the fabric and stuck stems into them. So the elegant pumpkin is styrofoam based. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 different fabrics on there and all this gorgeous trim. So very, very pretty. Good size and great to mix in with your elves and fairies and witches and anything Halloween or even going into fall and Thanksgiving. So fun piece. Okay, first character that we're going to start with is the jack-o'-lantern elf, which is right here. And this guy is only in the medium size, okay, that I'm showing here. But you might find a small online also with the participating retailers. Jack-o'-lantern elf is cool because he's got this wizard's hat, which is neat, with a pumpkin on top of it, feathers and all sorts of cool stuff going on. Great colors, great details. I just love this guy with the pumpkin jack-o'-lantern trick-or-treat piece that if you have a small, tiny LED light, candle light, it'd be cute to put in the evening. The little tiny ones, you can get those somewhere, Amazon or one of the stores that, craft stores that has that. So very, very pretty guy, cool colors, purples, oranges, blacks, and of course some neat jewels going on in there. So love that guy, perfect to go with pumpkins or with whatever other fun stuff you have. So first elf is a medium one. The next one I get to show you, this has been a super popular one. If you didn't get this one and you can find it, there will be retailers that have it. Hey, you know all these live shows, what happens to me? Is the mischievous elf with his cool mask that you can pull over his eyes. I like it up on his forehead. He's got a feather there that's coming down there. I like putting it up over his forehead. He's got a crow in his hand. Very, very cool. Similar colors, different shades of purples and oranges, persimmons, browns. This guy was a very, very popular piece. If you did not get him somehow, some way, previously, this is your chance. It's probably going to be one of your last chance The retailers that are participating in this program, and when I say participating, are going to have the gift bags that will come along with each purchase, are William Glenn, Holiday House, Florida Gifts, Walton Florist, Kris Kringle, and City Lights. Now, other retailers will participate also that are on the marketplace, but the 6 that I noted are going to have the gift bags that will be part of the purchase, so that come with it. And they're actually very nice gift bags. I use them actually quite a bit for different things, and I love the fall ones. That's actually one of my favorite bags. I love all 3 that we do: a spring bag, a Christmas bag, and a fall bag. We're talking fall right now, so they're thick, durable bags, so enjoy them. So, okay, next item is the Harlequin pumpkin. Love this piece. This is an assortment of 2, and okay, just so you can see what it's sitting on, we put it sitting it on a glass votive candle as a riser. But neat piece because it's got, you know, orange velvet and the black and white diamond pattern and then jewels going on, and just great pieces. They're just super they're great lay-arounds. They are sit-arounds that are perfect for the different season. Pretty, it goes with this first pumpkin here very nicely with the black and whites going on. They're gorgeous on their own also. Black and white is always very timeless and very easy to work with design-wise, so easy to do. All right, next one is North Pole Elf, and I've got to squeeze in here. Jack-o'-lantern North Pole Elf, which is right here. Oh wow, this one's pretty. I love this one. Look at this. John is going to zoom in up here now. And first thing that catches my eye is this really incredible orange, amber, pink jewel, iridescent jewel that is hanging off of his hat. I mean, spectacular. And it really matches nicely the large jewel that is there. It's almost a persimmon color on his belt buckle, essentially. What a great piece. Love this guy with the dark blue pants, the knickers, and then the lower legs have a persimmon with a dark blue sculpted velvet on top of it. That is a spectacular piece. Love these. None of these require stands because they were designed with big feet, big enough that they would stand. And you know what, really just magnificent. I also like on this, I'm going to use the small one since it's closest, is this Harlequin patterned vest that he has on. Really nice, and then a double layer of trim going on there. A lining that's actually very cool. It's a sheer gold lining, and it works really nicely in there. Wow, so nice details. Lots of great trims going on here. The larger size has the jack-o'-lantern that you can put a little candlelight, a little LED candlelight onto it pretty nicely. So great, great piece. North Pole, jack-o'-lantern, elf. Nice, nice piece. Cool. All right. Anything blue, you guys know I love. These blue and white pumpkins, I'm going to get out of the way so John can get the camera in there, are magnificent. So that's a white, a creamy white, like a milk white velvet, and then this printed blue and white chinoiserie style pattern of floral going on there with some jewels in there. Very, very nice, very, very pretty, and I still love this piece. So blue and white pumpkins. These will go with so many different pieces and different things. I'm going to just grab one of the next ones that's coming up. Very pretty. They'll go together nicely. They'll go together nicely when you merge them together, especially with this one because this has a lot of blues in it also, which is very pretty. All right, for sure, you won't regret getting those ones. I promise you. I have them at home. I love them. I mix them with lots of other different pumpkins. I put them on an island and just kind of lay them all out there, and they are magnificent. So, next set of pumpkins is, I'm going to flip this way, John, because it's these two. And love these with the textured painted leaf on the top. Really very, very pretty. And there's a burgundy and a brownish orange color, fabric based. These ones are solid styrofoam, and then fabric based. These are individual, so you've got the burgundy one and the copper one. They're good size. They're large. They're 10 inches wide and about 6 inches tall. So let's flip that so you can just kind of see how it is. we wanted to showcase the leaves with it. And I actually have these mixed. I have a lot of different pumpkins at my house that I've mixed together on that island. I have about a dozen different pumpkins. I use it with candlesticks and pumpkins and then a vine, a leaf and berry garland vine, and just kind of make it all a very pretty seasonal piece. So today is a good day if you want to get some stuff like that to decorate later in the year, like in August or September, whenever you want fall to come. We're going to be really wanting fall to come this year because I suspect it's going to be hot. I know how hot it's been in Texas recently. I'm hearing it's hot in other parts of the country substantially, so we're in for a hot summer. So we're going to be looking forward to fall for sure. All right, next, I got to really get out of the way because, John, we're going down here to the North Pole Harvest Elf. What is so cool about him, if we can zoom into the large one, is the hat on the large one. That is an actual hand-woven basket, a cornucopia basket that's about maybe 4 inches in size. So it's hard to get some of that stuff made, to get things like that made, because they're small and it's all done by hand. So, but he is, you know, the harvest elf. So he's very happy, of course, and he has the lamb's wool beard, the New Zealand lamb's wool beard. Lots of great colors. I'm going to climb in down here. You know, I won't be able to get back up, but we'll do it anyways. All right, I'm going to pull it out, John, so you can see it better. John's doing the camera again. He's been doing a great job for 30 years, 40 years doing the cameras with us, John. He has a long history of it, but not that long. But when he was in Hollywood, it was pretty good also. He had bigger studios than here. So, all right, lots of great color going on here. Oh my God, blues, greens, oranges. This really soft pumpkin orange velvet. This is a very pretty piece, actually. Perfect for Thanksgiving, perfect for fall, to go into fall. This can really transition from your Halloween to your Thanksgiving really nicely. For sure, I'm going to put it out well before Halloween. He's just going to be part of the festivities, that's all. So, cool piece, 2 sizes, and he is the harvest elf. And I hope while I'm down here, my next items are, yeah, they are good, things that are already right here. So the pumpkins to the middle pumpkins, I actually love these a lot. This is a burgundy and orange combination. Very, very pretty. These are sets of 2. I believe they're sold as sets of 2. Some of the retailers may have them individually. I'm not 100% sure. But we're going to show them today as a set of 2. You're going to want to get the 2 anyways, because once again, look how nice they're going to go with this one that I'm going to show you in a minute. The all orange, how nicely they're going to go with this one that has the black and white design on it. The Crow collection, if you get the Crow collection. So great piece. I love the burgundy with the orange. It's a richer orange. It's very, very pretty together. So I love that piece. I have these. I have all of these pumpkins, by the way. I have every single one of them as part of that island display. I really just have one of each. So I have more than a dozen pumpkins, but they look cool together. So after the orange and purple pumpkins, we have the North Pole pumpkin elf, which my favorite thing about this guy is, of course, his polka dot pants. Black velvet polka dots on an orange satin, very, very pretty. Really just a cool piece, once again. Really great details also. There is, wow, if we look at this, I'm going to lift this up. His coat, he has a great, let's just start on the inside. First of all, this beautiful damask-like fabric on the inside here. That is very rich. Those are greens and cream colors, great green lining in there, great color going on there. And then on the outside, we've got this great orange metallic. But look at how that green lining right here, and we're going to follow that. There's the lining on the inside. And we folded it and sewed it in a way. This is not easy to sew, actually. To fold it and sew it evenly, that's not easy. To create a nice extra layer of fabric there. And then we didn't have enough layers, so we added 2 layers of trims going on here. A woven fabric trim, and then a jeweled-like trim. And then, how many Mark Roberts pieces have one coat or one shirt or something? He has this coat with a vest that goes on, an accessory vest that goes on the outside of it. We use the same trim, which ties it together nicely and brings these two greens together real nicely at my fingers. And then a great orange velvet that is a little bit softer and more full for who he is. So great, great piece. You can see the other trims that we started out with are the fabrics that really nicely. Great beret style hat going on the top there with some nice trims going on there. Just a cool guy, and lots of great details on the center there. So this guy is very, very cool. North Pole pumpkin elf. And he will stand for me, I trust. And then we will just flip on to the next one, which is going to be for sure these guys. Okay. See if I can do this. We call this the couture pumpkin, because you can just kind of do any sort of design details with them. And you've got beautiful orange velvet, then the beautiful diamond-like trim that accentuates the sculpted part of the pumpkin, the grooves of the pumpkin. I'm struggling for that word there. Very, very pretty. This is kind of a basic one that you definitely want because you can use it on pretty much anything, anywhere, anything for the fall. You can definitely use this. So this is kind of a must-have set here. The couture pumpkins. They are velvet. They are jewel trimmed, and they are pretty cool. Then, if you remember the beginning of the program, the Crow collection has these as the base. And they're just the fall plaid pumpkins. They've got the really pretty orange velvet. They've got the black and white buffalo plaid detail going on there. Then it has some printed pumpkins on there. This is very pretty. This is a little bit more country-like or farmhouse-like. Really nice for really almost any different display. I have these in my home. My home is a little bit more elegant than farmhouse, even though I love farmhouse look, but they still work. So again, I mix them all together, and that's kind of the key, is they all look really nice together. So the plaid pumpkins. All right, we are going to move up to a few more elves, and then we're going to work our way into fairies, skeletons, and we're going to close with, guess what? Witches, ta-da. All right, so the next thing is Happy Thanksgiving Elf, which, I got to get up, John, the elf is right here on the table, right here. Okay. And Happy Thanksgiving Elf, we're going to show this in two sizes, which is finally nice. The little guy and the big guy, obviously. So I'm going to move this pumpkin out of the way. We've been seeing a lot of pumpkins lately. I love this super rich, deep brown velvet that is his shoes. Really, really nice. And oh my gosh, I'm going to set my paperwork down here for a minute. Okay, Jong has this zip tied together. He has really, he's zip tied the whole thing together. All right, he wanted to make sure nothing would fall off. We need to look at the side of this because this thing is spectacular. Okay, first of all, I want to see the pants. And what I love on the pants is this deep blue. It's a satin that's printed and then it's glittered with scrolls and details. Very, very pretty, that dark blue. We tie all that together with a gray blue on the shoes, a bow, and surprise on the coat. He has got a lighter blue with silver and gold, almost platinum threads going through that. This is very pretty, and this is very unexpected to have this color direction going on here, and it really just keeps it fresh, which is nice. Now, this little guy's got to stand back up since he's zip tied together with there. No wonder he comes up with some great tricks sometimes. Real fun piece. He has a similar woven cornucopia in his hand this time, full of the season's bounty, the harvest. So I see gourds and pumpkins and wheat and some autumn leaves and some berries in there. So I'm actually thinking fall's going to sound pretty good this year. We're going to look forward to it. So nice. These are fun things to put with your pumpkins that you're doing on your display, on your table, on your island, on your mantle, on your coffee table, different places to make the fall season warm and wonderful in a cool way. And I'm saying cool because we need that cool air that comes in. You know I used double version of cool, why I did that. So, okay, Thanksgiving elf is very cool. I have lost my papers to know what's next. We just call this one Halloween pumpkins. Huh. Okay, the black and white, solid black and white. Both of these are velvets. So black velvet, white velvet, and then the diamond leg trim going on here. These are all the same shape or form of the pumpkin. So all the sizes are very similar, except for that very first one that we showed, which is a different size, a little bit larger. But these all, therefore, work really well together. As well, these sit together nicely. And this is the easy thing about when you get good stuff. Did you guys hear that? I just knocked off an ornament. Okay. But cool. Can we see that? All right, let me take this away. I'm afraid I'm going to destroy something else. My goodness. Well, Jong had a beautiful display here. Jong did the display this time, not Renee. And I loved how he incorporated some glass ornaments, except for that one, which I broke, and florals, and he just did some fun stuff. But how easy is this to just decorate? So easy. The black and white is gorgeous on there because it complements the colors completely, and that you tie together the black colors together. Black and white, you can nearly never go wrong with how you decorate with it because it's very timeless, very classic, very easy to work with. Speaking of black and white, and there's nothing else over there for me to break, so I'm going to just crawl on my knees over here to the other side. Wow, you should see the mess. John, you want to just give him a cue? Give him the mess. Let him see it. Come on. This is live TV. I'll clean it up afterwards, I promise. Just don't tell the boss. He gets cranky sometimes. Okay. I love this one in the black and white. I'm going to move this over a little bit here. I love this one because this has a beautiful design pattern going on here. You got the same white velvet, and then you've got like a white and black lace. This is so elegant and so pretty. And this is great for the same reasons. This is a great, great piece. And we don't have really good names for some of these things. I don't know why this happens sometimes. This is called black and white pumpkin, but this has kind of a chinoiserie pattern to it, a little bit of an Asian style to it, or it's a gorgeous design. So regardless, this is, to me, a must-have piece for sure in your mix of pumpkins. And remember, if you get like this set of pumpkins and another set and some fairies, elves, witches, or whatever, once you get up to 5 pieces of anything, Halloween, Christmas, anything not 2024, previous year's items, site-wide, after 5 pieces, 5 or more pieces, is 25% off everything. So take advantage of that while you can. All right, I finally get up and stand up again, and we're going to talk about, if you don't already know, pumpkin pie is my favorite dessert. So, and I have many favorite desserts, but I love pumpkin pie. So this guy, I'm going to just bend his head over for a minute. He has a full pumpkin pie on his head, and he will not drop it, I promise you. Like I might, considering I just broke some ornaments a few minutes ago. All right, love this guy. Deep blue velvet pants, contrasting with a really nice orange velvet jacket. And then this is cool, is his shirt. It's got a gray blue color on the shirt with more blue and jewel trims going on. So really pretty. We'll get a zoom in on that. And really pretty on that. And then the hat is just pretty wonderful, to say the least. The small one has a slice of pie in his hand, and the large one has the whole pie, and you'll notice it's basically the piece the little one took out. Not quite exactly, but that's the effect of it. So let me flip this sideways so we can see the small one's pie for just a sec there. There we go. All right. Wow, look at his shoes. Look at those shoes. Can we zoom even closer on those shoes? This looks like Dorothy's ruby slippers, except with orange glitter on them. Just really very pretty. Really sparkly. This is pretty magical, to say the least. So love this piece. All right, we are going to, wow, we have a few more fairies, and then we are going to go into skeletons, and then witches. Wow. Okay, we're going to do the Happy Thanksgiving fairy, 2 sizes, small and large. I love whenever we do these because we always do them as pilgrims. So he has the pilgrim hat. I don't know, I can't vouch because I wasn't there, if the pilgrims had all these jewels and details on them. I kind of doubt it, but if they were fairies and elves, they would have for sure. And so these guys are very festive, and I love that Happy Thanksgiving banner or swag that the large one has, that the medium one has. Really pretty. And the great jewels, are some spectacular jewels going on him. And is he, all right, I can take him off. So we can look at, take that off. We can look at the back, at this great cape. This is a fabulous sculpted velvet with orange and black. This is very, very pretty. This is a really nice velvet for sure. Perfect for Thanksgiving, perfect for the fall season. And wow is all I can say. He has this rich velvet arms, and then we've got this great inlay of black and gold, like a damask going on, and they're really rich fabric. That's really nice fabric, actually. And then, even underneath his banner, he's got a great tassel going on in there. The great handmade tassel, and then all these different jewels and trims and bows and stuff. A nice collar. This guy is really dressed to the nines. I love his pants next. This golden satin that's crinkled with a crinkled pattern to it, actually. I love that. And then, wow, we really use up fabrics in a fun way. We have a lot of fabrics, so we get to use them. Then this copper printed metallic on the sides that's insewn with the trimmings. This is just this is exceptionally well detailed piece. So not everybody puts out a Thanksgiving fairy, elf character, but if you're going to get one, this is one to get. This is spectacular. I love this guy. Love this softer brown velvet ribbon that complements nicely his black shoes. Really, really rich. And he's got his glasses on his head, on his eyes, unlike yours truly, who wears his glasses on his forehead half the time, but you can always find him that way. All right, great. He's good to go. All right, now we're going to jump back to Halloween and look at, I love this guy. This is the jack-o'-lantern fairy. Love, love, love this guy. Love the purples. Love the oranges. There's actually a lot of purple and orange. And then, wow, look at this great purling and lace detail on the coat. Look at that. Can we zoom closer on that? We don't have the Hollywood type cameras that John's used to working with, so we have a combination of manual zoom and zoom. We're doing manual zoom right now. Okay, cool. Very nice. Yeah, so we can really see how detailed that is. Love this. There's 2 layers to this. There's the actual lace and then this pearlized trim that goes on here. And love this. He's got a jack-o'-lantern also. I'm going to want to get these and get a bunch of those little tiny LED tea lights. It's going to need to be about an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter in diameter is about all you can get into there. And put that into that little piece. That's really cool at night. I love this guy. He's got a lot of purple going on. Another thing that I like, and I like how we tied this together. I'm actually patting us on the back for doing this. This green velvet bow that goes on here, which is nice against the purple background, complemented with the orange. And then right down at his feet there, he's got green velvet boots on. Of course, trimmed out to the nines as to be expected. And a green velvet hat on top of all of it to top it off. So we brought the green velvet in and we've tied it in really nicely with this guy. This is another one, when you look at him, you're going to see, wow, there's lots of nice details going on here. We'll still look at the hat while we're up at the hat. The hat's got a pumpkin going on at the top. He's got some feathers with some orange or orange and black feathers going on there. Really very, very pretty. And then as we come back down, I'm looking at this in kind of as I'm seeing it stop. Go up just a tad, John. Okay, there, you're good. I'm looking at 2 details that I'm thinking, wow, we did a great job. We've got the nice lace on the end of the arms, at the shoulders, at the elbows, excuse me. And then we also tied in a lace collar here. So we actually thought this through really nicely and created the right trimmings to go with it. And you know, when we're doing a zillion of these things all at the same time, it's hard to sometimes focus and make sure that we don't miss a lot of these different details. And so that's, you know, the design team, which is basically Jong and Renee and I, you know, we're all focused on all these different things, and it just comes together. So pat us on the back. We do a good job. So I'm proud of all of us. We do a great job. All right. We have moved now to the skeleton part of the program, which is the skinny part, I guess. I'm going to say this, something like that. Bad choice of words. Okay. First skeleton is, we're only going to show you, I think, just 2 different sets of skeletons. Yeah. And then we're going to go into witches. This is the dashing skeleton. We're only going to show you the small size. You may be able to find the medium or even the giant size online. We'll have to see about that. But these are a pair, you know, they come in the coffin boxes, which is wonderful. And they're just magnificent. So really, really pretty pieces. And there may be other styles from previous years, but we're just showing you these ones. I love on this one, on the dashing, this is cool. She has black and white, black and blonde hair. It's kind of blended together. So it's very, very, you know, she's fashionable, which she's dashingly fashionable. Love the colors going on here. Love all the details going on here. Lots of purples, primarily purples, very shades of purple is pretty much all she is. There's very little bits of black. The black is accentuated really nicely, but very, very pretty. So Day of the Dead, very, very pretty. Her better half over here is like stunning, this top hat. He complements her with mainly purple accents and lots of purple accents, and then blues, shades of blue, which really look wonderful. So let's flip this and see. As you see this side, look at this nice diamond jewel here. Very, very pretty. And all the sparkles and magic that goes on. And his coat, I'm just going to keep going around because you see the nice detail of the shirt sleeve, and then I'm going to call this the wings of his cape or his coat are pretty wonderful. And really wonderful because as I feel they're trimmed out and detailed, and as I'm feeling it, I'm going, well, guess what? They're also trimmed out on the underside. So we give you value with all this stuff. There's lots of stuff that goes on. We're going to flip around. The coat his coat is, I'm not sure if we unsnapped that or it comes that way. I think we unsnapped it and have it kind of like half coming off. So we're trying to create a motion. So really neat. And yeah, there's why you see some of that different detail on the coat, because of that different detail. It's just very, very pretty. So we see that on the inside of the sleeve. This is fabulous with the gold lining and then the rich pinks and blues. And then this is just a spectacular piece. This is great. The dashing skeleton is definitely dashing. So lots of color, lots of drama, lots of excitement. This definitely goes out for Halloween, and then it carries into the Day of the Dead holiday, which is All Souls Day, which is, I believe, November 2nd, if I'm correct. Okay, we now go to one more skeleton. Sassy. Okay, spectacular. Okay, who do you know that's sassy? Don't answer that one. She's spectacular. Wow. I love seeing these because there's lots of different details that we see going on them. Her veil, the beautiful color, and this is like a fishnet. Wow, that just comes down really tightly. This is a gorgeous couture design. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm seeing these turquoise leaves with the sequins in them. Very, very pretty, to say the least. And some browns and coppers going on there. And then, wow, more brown and copper lining in there. As we tie these colors together really nicely. So I love how we do this stuff. Wow. This is a spectacular piece of art. Wow. It has the original number. This is the first sample. SK5, and that's what we call a skeleton number 5. When we're designing them, this is actually the first piece, and spectacular piece. Love the hair on her with this beautiful, rich white hairs. Just spectacular. Look at that. And the hat with the floral. There's even a pink feather against the teal turquoise colored feather. Very, very pretty. And her husband is as elegant as can be. Turquoise and teal colors going on there. Golds. Lots of great detail. There is no detail that has been spared. Wow. Look at the ruffles of the shirt. I love this gold fabric going on here. This is very rich. This is beautiful for fall. These are spectacular. We're using this lace differently on him as we were on her. This lace on his coat is the same lace as her veil, but his, it has a lining inside, which is this blue, very rich satin. That's a very nice satin on there. It's thick. It's a nice quality satin. And I'm really amazed. I'm continuing to look at this. I love seeing pieces because I forget how great we do on the details. The sides of his pants have this pleated gold and grayish turquoise satin that's pleated. And then I love these bows are like, wow, they're like a chenille, or not a chenille, like a chamois actually. Like, it's a very soft, a little bit texture to it with that bronze wrapping around it. That is a gorgeous bow. Those are spectacular. And then as we spin him around, really, really nice designs going on there. All right. Now we are going to go to witches. Finally, we're going to go to witches. I know you've been waiting, but you saw a lot of good stuff so far. You've seen a lot of great skeletons, a lot of great fairies, elves, North Pole elves, and of course pumpkins, which you have to have pumpkins to go with all this other stuff. I have to have the pumpkins because if I don't, I can't do the rest of my displays without pumpkins. So let's look at some witches, and we will start with okay, I love this name. And my friend Joanne from Dallas, she uses this word all the time. Sometimes about myself, sometimes about her husband, Ken. But great people. I love them both, Joanne and Ken. And she uses the word incorrigible. And she often says that about her husband, and she has said that about myself also. Sometimes it's true. You know, what can we say? So the incorrigible witch, I'm going to just take her off of here while it's spinning around. And I'm going to put her here. But love this girl because she has got, oh my God, I love this, love her. I'm showing you the small one. You may be able to find some of the large size online. If not, the small is definitely worth it. First of all, her blonde and orange hair. This is just like fabulous. I love this. I love these pink colors with the oranges. Pink and orange is spectacular together. And she's primarily pink with orange accents, and the orange accents are spectacular with her. So really have to love her. You're going to see so many different layers of things. I don't know that she's so much incorrigible as she's just so incredibly beautiful. But maybe she has a difficult personality. I don't know. Do we know anybody with difficult personalities? Don't answer that one. I'm sure we all do. Wow, great detail on the back. There's this lace. There's 2 different shades of pinks. Greens are going on back here. This is just a spectacular piece. She's got the bat wings, which is pretty magnificent. And I just got to keep saying wow because I love her. I love the lining here of her main dress is kind of an orangish color. I'm going to walk right up to the camera so we can see that. This is really, you can barely see that, but there's a really pretty orange that comes through there. And then this lace is metallic. So there are shades of silver and gold that we're seeing on there. So this is a great, great piece. Love the incorrigible witch, and she is just incorrigible. You got to look it up if you don't know the definition. I had to actually look it up to know the definition when we first named her, and it was very perfect and appropriate. So, all right, the next word I know you guys all know, and that is, and I'm looking for her, the scandalous witch. And I'm trying to see which one here she is. No? Oh, here she is. I think this is Scandalous Witch. Yes, this is the Scandalous Witch. Okay, another one I love, love, love. Pink. I guess pink is the theme going on right now. Her hair, pink and blonde hair. Fabulous gray, black, white fur coat. I mean, she is spectacular. Look at this fur coat. Well, her wings are a disaster there. Okay, we don't need these anymore. Why do we have them on there? Love this fur coat. This is spectacular. This is so soft. When you see this, this is such a soft feeling coat. You're going to love this. You don't see it, you're going to feel it, and you're going to love it. While we're back here, I'm just going to come up. I want to show you this sequin done sheer. It's hard to see the magic of the light dancing off it. It's not because I don't have any spotlights on it, but the light just dances off of these sequins beautifully. And wow, she is spectacular. She's got lots of great details going on. Black velvet pants, lavender shades. Love, of course, her eyeglasses, her diamond cat glasses. Wow, this is a spectacular piece. So this is going to be hard for you to pick which witches you want, unless you want all of them. But it's still going to be a hard choice because there's a lot of really good witches in here. She is scandalous. She has a cigarette in her hand. Can we zoom in on that? You want me to walk up? All right, there we can see her cigarette. There's her little cigarette in her hand right there. All right, we know we're not supposed to smoke, but she does. It is what it is. So, all right, I'm going to flip to this side, John, to make it easier. The finely fiendish witch here, purple tones. So this is a cool thing. I'm going to talk to you about this stand that she has and how we produced this. But before, when we're looking at her, the finely fiendish witch, so she must have some plans for something. I don't know, but lots of purples going on here. Very, very pretty. Different fabrics, different types of fabrics. Wow, look at the lining here. Love, love, love this lining because it's lavender with golds, and it really accentuates the purples really nicely. And then she has what looks like a fishnet leggings. It's actually not. It's actually a gold-based lame of some sort, but it has a fishnet pattern on it, which is cool. She's got a sculpted velvet, which is a bluish purple, blue on purple actually, part of her dress. Burgundy going on, beautiful purple hair. So where that go to at the gym, my over 50 gym, one of the people that used to work for Department 56, if you know who that is, I'm sure many of you do, Charlotte, and she has purple hair, and she actually wears it very cool. So this does not look like Charlotte, different face completely, but reminds me of her because of the purple hair and shows me how cool it can be to do that. Let's look at her hat, the traditional witch hat, great designs going on it, and then some great different detailing going on, really pretty. So love this girl, purple hair. And then I want to show you what Jong did with, this is one of our witch stands. And he didn't Velcro, he zip tied her to it actually, instead of connecting her way at the top. So this is for a larger witch. But he used the large stand, put the small witch, and he zip tied her to it, and then he put this pumpkin at the top. As we do that, I'm going to just show these at the same time. I'll give you a heads up. These pumpkins are going to be part of gift with purchase for next week's program on Thursday the 30th, which is going to showcase all 2024 items. There will be no promotional pricing or discounts at all, but there will be gift with purchases for everything on next week's May 30th program, showcasing 2024 products, which are different than what we're showcasing today. But he took the smallest of the pumpkin, stuck it on top of he just punched it through on the top of the witch base stand, and created a pumpkin staff or post, lamp post, who knows what you want to call it. But so very, very cool. All right, we have, I have to love this lady. This is the Queen of Halloween. I'm going to come right to where I was before, John. The Queen of Halloween, who is so spectacular. All right, tell you a story about this if I haven't told it to you before. First of all, she is magnificent. I'm going to start out with her red hands and talk to you about that first, though. Because the plan was, or the concept was, that she would be having red gloves. And, you know, we said, it's going to be hard to make gloves that fit those fingers. So maybe we shouldn't. Jong said, let's just paint the hands red and make it like a real tight leather glove. Okay. And yours truly, me, said, you know what, I don't like the painted hands. It looks weird. Well, we finished doing the samples and told them for the other samples, not just the first one has the red. The rest of them, when you make them for the showrooms, make them without the red hands. Did they listen? No. Did Jong grab their ear when I walked away and say, put the red hands on? I don't know, but I'm glad because I love them. And it just took me a little bit to get used to them, and it's just a part of who she is. She has her tight, red-gloved hands on. She's got lots of red going on in her design and detail, and very coutoured again. Very slender coming down, and then it just flares out. Reds, burgundies, black, white, feathers in black and white, these fun hat going on here. The Queen of Halloween really has been a very, very popular witch for obvious and good reasons. She's just dripping with jewels. You can see her there, all the different jewels that are going on her. She's really just dripping in jewels. Let's get another close-up of her. Never know. Okay, there we go. We can see her details so exquisitely. Love, love, love her. All the different feathers and furs. So, and then this very, very cool hat going on her. So, the Queen of Halloween. And then we are going to go to what we call the Wicked Witch. Now, I don't know why she'd be considered wicked, because she looks so sweet. She is happy. She's crazy. She is just crazy happy. Crazy happy. She is the Wicked Witch. And, well, she's got a spider hanging off the top of her hat. She's got lots of great details on that hat. She's got jewels going on here. You can see where my thumb is. It's moving here. She's got, oh my God, this green jewel here is spectacular. Very modeled jewel, but it's very, very pretty. And then her black and orange hair is very, very happy. God bless her, she has one tooth. One tooth. So, it is what it is. She is not wicked. We call her Wicked Witch, but that is just because whoever named her was probably a very incorrigible person who decided to pick on her. But I love her because I'm looking at this, and can we get a zoom of this? Yeah, you can see the dress. This is spectacular. Look at the colors going on here. Black, orange, yellow, in a very splash pattern. Really very pretty. And then we've got this lace with the copper sequins that goes over it, really nice. And then her velvet coat with gorgeous, wow. So look how nice. I love how we tie this stuff together. The green satin and the green here, we tie these colors together really nicely. This all goes together really well. So we do put a lot of thoughts into these pieces. Nice satin lining on this, on the underside, and orange satin. Very, very pretty. She's even got a spider web motifed shirt here. So we can see that spider web design on her shirt, which we just see on the arms. Really a spectacular piece. She is wonderful. So she's more pretty than she is wicked, for sure. And I'm going to now show you some very elegant pumpkins. And these will be nice to work with your other pumpkins because they're going to add a lot of detail to them and design. And the elegant pumpkins, these are 7.5 inches in size. Green with gold dots, velvet, orange velvet, and then orange velvet with gold sequin velvet. And then both of them have a really beautiful pearl and lace design. I'm going to cough there. Lavender, purplish bow, some florals on the top. Very, very pretty. These are just gorgeous. So these would be really nice with your other ones. And I'm going to just go in front, sorry, and show you how nice these look. Look at with her. Spectacular. Look at how the colors pick up nicely with the, the brains that are going on here. The finely fiendish witch. Pretty together. Great combination. And I imagine if I can crawl, I can't, so I'm just going to do it this way. How pretty the Scandalous Witch with the pink hair looks, how pretty with this combination too. So these more dressed pumpkins are going to look really nice, accentuating and creating a little bit more extra magic with your witches and more dramatic pieces. So we have come to, we have come to the end of what we're showing you today. We're going to go back to the Crow collection, because I want to talk about that one more time and clarify. But once again, everything that you saw today, with the exception of the Crow collection, is anywhere from 5 to 25% off. It's only based on how many pieces you get. Once you get 5, 10, whatever, more than 5 pieces, you are then at 25% discount. So let's talk about the Crow collection. Let's go over and look at that one more time. Okay, as I walk to the other side of the studio, reminder, the retailers who participated in this Halfway to Halloween program: William Glenn, Holiday House, Florida Gifts, Walton Florist, Kris Kringle, and City Lights. The retailers are going to have the gift bags. I now have the small one in my hand with a little cute pumpkin sticking out the top. The gift bags, these retailers will have the gift bags as part of what you order. If you order, it doesn't matter which retailers you order from. It's site-wide. We calculate the discounts for you. So once you get to 5 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, regardless of which retailer it comes from, we will put them all together and give you the best discount possible. Nice of us. Okay, last thing is the Crow collection, which I kind of love. With the crows, I'll tell you about what happened next week, because these are really for the next week's show. But when I did a live in the warehouse, people really loved these. So, but the Crow collection is not part of the discount. It's a 2024 collection. We're making them in our warehouse. We're doing them ourselves. Renee, Laura, myself. Renee and I designed them, and then Renee and Laura are putting them together. And the pumpkins, the wreath, the table centerpiece, those you will get a gift with purchase, which because it's going to ship with next week's program. So you're going to get the gift with purchase. And it's actually going to come a little bit later. We're not going to be able to ship that until around the 12th of June, because we don't have the crows yet. I'm going to fill you in on that story next week, why all this little crazy stuff's going on. But we wanted to make it work out to benefit everybody here. So the Crow collection, I love them. I'm really happy with what we came up with. I love the wreath. Great pricing on this. We're not really charging any labor for making them, so we're putting it all together. Good deal. We're not even charging for things like the wood base, the velvet that we put on them, all the neat packaging. So it's really just all the materials. So it's really a great value. And these will be available next week. And you're going to get the bags this week. And since this is Memorial Day weekend, I had to think about which weekend it was. Since this is Memorial Day weekend, the sale is going to go through this sale that we're doing now, which is the site-wide 25% off, everything 2023 and older, is going to go through Monday night. So get what you can now, what you really like, because some things may sell out, and then think about it over the weekend, enjoy, have some fun with family, eat, And if you have any last minute things you want to get before the sale goes off, because it will go off at, I think, midnight sometime, midnight California time or midnight East Coast time on Monday night, which is actually Memorial Day. So take advantage of what you can with that, enjoy, and we've already noted on the screen if something is going to ship a little bit later, which is just going to be those Crow collection pieces. Everything else should ship right away. And thank you so much. We got through this. It was kind of fun. We had a crash and burn, so to speak, with that lovely little, you want to show them one more time, John, just for fun? That lovely little, yep, it's still there. I cannot believe, I've never done that before, but what a great way to show, I'm going to pick up, I think this one survived. Yeah, this one survived. What a great way, a good endurance test, to show a great ornament, which I think many of you got this already previously, but with the gold designs on it. Great way to, dig out some Christmas stuff and show it off and have fun with it. Flowers. I'll just set this here and hope I don't break any more. All right, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to put it down. Thank you so much. It was fun. We're going to do one more live program next Thursday. Same, okay, I got to say it. Same bat time, same bat channel. I grew up watching Batman after school, as a grade school. So that was in the 60s for sure. But it was fun. I used to watch it right after school. I don't remember, but it was fun. So we'll see you then. Thanks so much. Arrivederci.